Guthrie, fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. He got stretched out last time, as we mentioned, 8 innings against the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort, but he pitched very well, and his fastball command is improving. I think that has a lot to do with he is finally getting strong now. 6 starts so far, 35 2/3 innings. The hit to innings pitch ratio is going to go down because of that fastball command.
Derek Jeter will stand in to face him to lead it off. And Jeter hitting a .275 so far, and he goes after the first pitch, and it's going to take a good defensive play. Guthrie guns it, and a nice pick at first. A very tough play, and a really tough one for a pitcher to start the game that way, having to gun it.
Yeah, it sure was. Jeremy's really got to scramble to get off the mound and get over there and make a plant and quick throw. And look at the effort by Aubrey Huff. I mean, that just takes a lot of practice, and he has put in plenty of time with these little short hops, and that's a big play to start the game to keep Jeter off the bases.
Again, a first baseman helping out the defensive core in the infield. Here's Johnny Damon with a 4-game hit streak standing in. The thing as I watched Guthrie throw, Buck, was, oh my gosh, don't hurt your arm here, because he really
never got set. Yeah, that's
never
a great
got set. 1-0 pitch, and that is taken up high for a ball. 2-0 on Johnny Damon.
Gary, one thing we have seen already is fastball velocity to 97. We have not seen it that frequently this year, but his arm is getting stronger now, and Dave Tremblay talked about his absence from the ball club in the spring. Take a look at the Exmo replay as he really gets extended over that front side and really finishes off that fastball very well.
He is really pumping. I mean, it is a different Jeremy Guthrie than we saw earlier in the season, especially when you got the games 3, 4, and 5. This is a different pitcher on the mound right now. The tenacity is the word I use, because it's just coming out of him. Now he's got to keep it under control and still have it. Johnny Damon does what he does a lot of, draws a walk with one away, and here's Mark Teixeira. Let's listen. Teixeira has had one mighty struggle, batting .198. And worse than that, he's not had hits with runners in scoring position. That's been even worse. 15 RBIs. We were talking before the game, there is no one happier to see A-Rod back in the lineup than Mark Teixeira.
I was surprised they were that focused when he was announced to boo him as roundly as they did. But he's always been a slow starter. We have talked about that, and we knew that when he got off to a slow start, it was going to be chronicled in New York.
Breaking ball misses. Guthrie now has had 6 out of the last 7 out of the strike zone, and a 2-0 count. Yankees 5 in a row lost. First time under Girardi that has happened. And that will be fouled away, so they come in hungry. Probably happy to get away from Yankee Stadium, where not only were the home run balls flying out against them, but the fans were actually booing the Yankees. So they need to regroup, and you generally do that in Major League Baseball on the road. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Damon off first base. Off speed delivery. He's going to miss outside. 3-1.
It's going to be interesting to watch this inning unfold as Guthrie continues to miss to the third base side of home plate, and see if Chad Moeller makes any adjustments to get him over the plate.
Here's the delivery to him, hit high in the air and foul. So Guthrie comes back and takes the count full, 3-2. There is Joe Girardi hoping for a win. His ball club 13-15, 5.5 games out. They are 2 games ahead of the Orioles in next to last and last place in the American League East. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Damon has not made a move to go. Guthrie just steps off and takes a look over, as Damon might be running right here. 3-2, runner goes, and that will be another walk. So Guthrie, after getting Jeter on a pitch, has walked the next 2 batters, and here comes A-Rod.
Alex Rodriguez playing his first game of the season. He's been in rehab. Obviously, everybody's anxious to see his return, especially the Yankees, who have had 3 regulars out of the lineup to this point. This is what he has done with the Yankees. 48 home runs, 35, 54, and 35 a year ago, and a perennial 100 RBI bat. They need his bat back in the lineup.
4 seasons in a row leading the Yankees in both home runs and RBIs, and he takes that one to left field. Montañez going back. Can you believe this? Baseball theater. His first at bat, first pitch. A-Rod delivers a 3 RBI homer.
First pitch fastball, inner part of the plate, right on the inside corner. And boy, he cleared out the front side and threw the barrel at it. You can't make this stuff up. And watch where the ball is on contact. Well out in front. He squares it up in the barrel, and he's got such great extension and balance at the plate. That ball flew out, and you can see how happy his teammates are that he is back.
Unbelievable. A 3-0 lead, 2 walks and a home run. Here's Matsui, who went around on that one. He now has 48 home runs against the Orioles, the all-time leader in homers among active players, Alex Rodriguez. The 0-1 delivery on the way, taken away. Well, in New York, can he pitch? No, but if he hits that way, he won't have to. Guthrie's delivery, a ground ball towards the middle. This is going to be a very tough play, and there is none. So Hideki Matsui is on with an infield single.
Well, seeing our base hit gets the inning started. As you look at the defense, Lou Montañez starts for the 2nd day in a row in left field. Jones Marquez round out the outfield. Is Stewart and Moore on the left side of the diamond. Robertson Huff on the right side. And for the second Guthrie start, Chad Moeller is the catcher behind the plate.
So a very tough start for the Orioles' 29-year-old right-hander. With the long ball put up. And for Guthrie, the 8th home run he has surrendered this year, 5 of them hit by right-handers. Swisher will take the pitch for a strike. Nick Swisher getting the start in right field in this ball game. Has done an admirable job for the team and getting on base, as is typical, drawing a lot of walks. He is 5th in walks coming into the ball game. Lifts that one foul and out of play, and the count goes to 2 strikes on Nick Swisher. Wait for Jeremy Guthrie, like the whole world just caved in on one swing of the bat after 2 walks.
Yeah, and that's the thing we've been talking about, how much the club has improved cutting down on the base on balls. But you set the table for Alex Rodriguez, and he's going to do something dramatic, and you didn't think it would happen on the first pitch of the season.
No. Swung on and missed. Got him as he chased one upstairs. So Swisher is out of there. Guthrie's strikeout, 2 down.
Jeremy has good velocity tonight, and he goes right upstairs, top of the strike zone, and punches out Nick Swisher, 2nd out of the inning. But those walks, obviously, a big concern, and Jeremy has not had problems with that, and that's one thing that has been pretty good over his last 2 starts in particular.
The saving grace, it's the 1st inning. 2 down, runner on at first base. Hideki Matsui's on at first. Here's Robinson Cano. Cano got switched in the lineup with Swisher after Girardi's team had taken batting practice. You look at the numbers, may have something to do with it. He's 1 for 19 lifetime off Guthrie, while Swisher is 4 for 9. Girardi may have seen that a little late, or one of his coaches or whatever, and said, you know something, we may want to turn these 2 around in the lineup. So they did. Whether that's the reason or not, just speculation. On the season, no, he's hitting .319, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs for Cano. Runner at first, 2 down, and a 2-0 count. And Cano will take it. The highest percentage of walked batters who have scored this year belongs to the Angels at 37%. The Yankees are 3rd, and the Orioles are 5th. 31% of batters walked by Oriole pitchers have scored. And that just went up in this inning by a percentage point.
Yeah, and here are the numbers. You can see the Angels almost 38%. Minnesota's having trouble, and that has never been a problem for them. That shows you just why they are struggling. So the Yankees, Florida, and then the Orioles.
Reminding one of the adage that lives in baseball. Oh, those base on balls.
Well, it sure does. And, you know, the Orioles as a team have really reduced the number of walks they've issued, almost a full walk per game down from last year.
3-1 delivery, and that will be fouled away by Cano. And the count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jeremy Guthrie already over the 20 pitch mark. And he's going to have to regroup in the ball game, just get out of this inning. The Oriole bats have shown you don't have to give them too much time to get back into a game. Hop will move behind the runner, Matsui at first base. With a 3-2 count, Matsui will be off and charging. 3-2 delivery to him, a ground ball towards first base. Huff will take it to the bag, and that will retire the side. But a moment of baseball history. A-Rod, first pitch of the season. He returns a home run. Orioles 9 wins and 8 losses here at Camden Yards this season. They come up in the bottom half of the first inning. Southwest Airlines brings you the starting lineup. Roberts, Jones, and Markakis. Mora, Huff, and Wigginton. Montanez, Chad Moeller doing the catching in his Taurus. Moeller against the Yankees. 481.
Now it's time for the PNC scouting report for the big left-hander, CC Sabathia. Fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. And early season trend, he's a slow starter. He got it for the slow start last year in Cleveland before he was traded to Milwaukee. And the real key for his success is the ability to throw that back foot breaking ball, the one that comes down and into right-handed hitters and crosses the inside part of the plate.
Brian Roberts will look at him first, and the pitch will be taken for a ball. A-Rod will move in at third base. Sabathia, you see the numbers. The general word from those following the Yankees, writers, broadcasters, he's pitched okay. That's not what they paid him for. 1-0 delivery. That's going to be a base hit into left field, and Roberts starts it out with a single. 4 for 19 off Sabathia now, and the Orioles kick it off.
Take a look at the Yankees in the field. The defense from left to right. Damon, Cabrera, and Swisher in the outfield. Around the infield, Rodriguez, Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira, and Francisco Cervelli. Playing the second major league game here. A guy that has just been called up. He, in fact, was at Double-A when Posada got hurt. They called him up, and then, wouldn't you know it, Jose Molina gets hurt with a strained quad muscle.
His injury is even more serious than Jorge Posada's. And Kevin Cash was called up and had to be placed on the 40-man roster and is with the ball club as a backup catcher. Pitches away by Sabathia. Adam Jones up, hitting at 346. Jones 2 for 2 off Sabathia. 5 homers, 19 RBIs. He is 8th in average and 3rd in runs in the American League. Starting play on this Friday. Roberts on at first base, and that will be fouled away. Be interesting to see whether Brian Roberts would challenge early Sabathia and or Cervelli, the catcher. He's not been inclined to do that with the top 3 hitting as well as they have. Just let matters go, because for the most part they've been driving each other home.
Yeah, the offense has been so good in the first inning, you would hate to run into an out. He is just 4 for 7 so far, just because they haven't needed him to run much.
There he goes, swung on and fouled off upstairs.
See, there, just when you figure everything out, they cross you up.
And that's exactly how you steal a base and get things done. Cross up the opponents. Roberts coming back now. Jones had the hit and run on there. Sabathia, a team has had 2 wins and 4 losses in his 6 starts. He is 1-3. Orioles beat him on opening day behind Jeremy Guthrie. He is 5-1 lifetime against the O's. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Roberts not going. Jones, the slow roller. A-Rod cannot get it. That'll be a base hit. And that's a ball that 3 weeks from now A-Rod at least stops.
That's a good call, Gary. He just looked a little sluggish going to his left. That first step quickness isn't there yet. Watch his reaction time. See how late he is reacting? He was at a dead standstill when that ball was put in play. He didn't react properly. And he's going to get better. You can see his legs looked a little heavy as he was going to the left, but that's to be expected. You can't recreate the speed of a major league game in spring training exhibition games down in Florida.
Yep. And he said that before the game tonight. His words were, everything is going to be a challenge. And that's one of them right there. Well, Nick Markakis, 2 on, nobody out. The Orioles looking to get right back, with the Yankees getting 3 in the top half of the inning. Sabathia with a long look back. Markakis takes the off-speed breaking ball for a strike.
I wouldn't be surprised if they run right here. Go ahead and put the double steal on and just create some movement on the infield. Obviously, Roberts is very good at stealing third base, and Jones will just keep his eye on Brian.
RBI leader for the Orioles. Delivery to him is going to catch the outside corner. He didn't like the call. Sabathia, if he gets those, will really be on.
Now, big CC Sabathia gets that front foot down and actually throws across his body a little bit, and that's part of why he is so deceptive, and he can get that ball down and away to left-handers as good as anybody.
0-2 count on Markakis. Nick 5th in average with runners in scoring position coming into the ball game. Sabathia wants to talk to Cervelli here. I mean, they've had no time to work together in any circumstance except maybe warming up in the bullpen. There are the runs by inning. The Orioles have continued to have big first innings, and nobody's been a bigger part of that than Nick Markakis, picking up early RBIs. And he's got a chance to do it again here. 0-2 count. Runners off first and second. Markakis takes it, and it is up high. Thought about it, laid off it, 1-2.
Now, just like Jeremy Guthrie, I think CC Sabathia now is actually getting a little stronger as he's getting innings under his belt. And again, when you get into the heat of battle during the championship season, that's when your emotions are the best, your mechanics are the best, and your strength and your arm's going to come around.
1-2 delivery on the way. Markakis will take it in the dot, in the dirt. Cervelli with a nice block of it. And that's right where he wanted it. The target was set down, low and away. And the count goes to 2-2.
Francisco Cervelli is 23 years old, and he was a Double-A, as we mentioned. You cannot teach a blocking technique better than that right there. He gloved the ball, had it in perfect position to block the ball in the dirt.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Roberts the lead runner. That one will be fouled away. And this is probably the kind of ball game we're going to see here in this first inning. These two teams are at the top in the number of pitches that are thrown per half inning against them. So both of these teams take pitchers deep into the count, work pitchers very hard. That means long at bats. 2-2. There goes Roberts. The delivery swung on and hit in the air to left field. Damon is in place and puts it away. So Roberts was running and Jones took off after Bryan did. They have to go back, and there's the first out on the Markakis fly ball.
Yeah, it was worth the gamble right there, trying to get a couple of guys in position for more. Here you see Bryan got a big jump, and there's Jones right behind them, but the ball's hit into the air, and they have to retreat. And Bryan has his eye on the ball, sees it go straight up in the air, checks out Johnny Namath, knows it's a routine fly ball out, and he retreats to second base.
One down. Here's Melvin Moore at 245. Couple of homers, 11 RBIs. Boy, that was dangerous. That time Cano came over to cover second base after Jeter had been jockeying with him. They were trying to deke Roberts and looked like they might have had a pickoff play on it. Cano got caught almost on the bag. I mean, it is a right-handed batter, but he wants to get off there a little bit when he's trying to hold the runner. 0-1. Roberts is going again. Pitch is taken. Throw to the second man. Got him! Whoa! Jones can't believe it, and here comes Dave Tremblay. He looked like, to the naked eye, he had made it.
Yeah, it looked like he was on the bag when they tagged him, and they tagged him high. Sabathia made a strong throw, but I think Adam Jones got into at second base. No chance at all for the catcher to attempt Roberts at third. He gets a tremendous jump. Jones slide. Oh, he was safe by a mile.
Boy, that was. I mean, that's not even close.
The one thing that made it a difficult call for the umpire at second base was the fact that lead leg went right over the top of the base, and he really didn't make contact until he got to the back leg. Try to use that straight leg slide where that straight leg is extended and you make contact with it initially. Watch the straight leg as he slides over the top of the base, never made contact, and hits it with the second, that leg on the bottom that's bent.
Mark Carlson now a warning to the bench of the Orioles by the home plate umpire Bob Davidson. That's obviously a very big play here in this ball game. As Melvin Moore now has got two down with a runner at third base, as Brian Roberts did move up, but Moore's going to have to get the 2-out RBI. And to third base, A-Rod's up for this one. Makes the play and gets the out. So the Orioles get the first two on and do not score. And after one, the Yankees lead it 3-0. From the Maryland Lottery, strike taken by Cabrera. And you can enter simply by logging in to MASNsports.com. So, Don, good luck for the scratch-off tickets tonight. Pitch is taken up high. Melky Cabrera hitting 8, switch hitter. Guthrie with a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Cabrera, who's 5 for 12. Lifetime off Guthrie. And he'll take that down the line. Montañez coming over, and no play. First series of the year featured this matchup, Guthrie and Sabathia. The Orioles won it 10-5. In the second game, Uehara bested Chien-Ming Wang in an Orioles 7-5 win. And the Orioles lost the third game 11-2. The first three meetings of the season for the Orioles and the Yankees. Guthrie trying to recreate that W. 1-2 delivery. Check swing. And a 2-ball 2-strike count at Cabrera. He's hit safely in 15 of the last 16 at a .355 clip. And that's why he is now back in his position in center field.
It's really interesting because he did lose the job in the spring training with the Yankees to Brett Gardner, who had a great spring. And Milky just said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll be ready to play. And sure enough, he got the job back because he was focused and got a lot of hits early in the year.
2-ball 2-strike count on him. And a fastball way up high. So Guthrie takes the count to Cabrera full 3-2. Savelli the catcher, and then Jeter the leadoff batter due up. 3-2 delivery, and that's going to be a base hit. So Cabrera continues hot. Picks up the single, and the leadoff man is on. On Sunday, Mother's Day, hope you'll celebrate here at Oriole Park. The Birds and the Yankees play at 1:35. First 10,000 women 18 and over will get an Orioles picture frame presented by AT&T. Hope you'll come on out, create some new memories with your family in the O's. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com for tickets. Savelli will stand in, and everybody, I would think, would be looking for him to lay the ball down here.
Yeah, you would think, as this is his first start of the season. He got into 3 games last year with the Yankees at the end of the season, but he has been at Double-A. He was at Trenton hitting a .190 in Double-A, so you would expect that he would be asked to bunt here.
He does, and he drops it, and Morris charging, only play at first, and a good sacrifice. Down to second base, Cabrera, so Savelli gets it done with a sacrifice bunt, runner in scoring position and 1 out.
Well, bottom of the order can do a lot of things. When that number 8 hitter gets on base, as Milky Cabrera did, Savelli's asked to bunt, executes perfectly.
Now Guthrie will be working to Derek Jeter, top of the order, who grounded out his first time up, and a good play made by Guthrie on a little comebacker. Runner at second and 1 away. Jeter has been one of the few on this team that's actually been able to get a hit with a runner in scoring position. He's hitting .296 in that department. And the slider will be taken down low for a ball. 1-0 on Jeter. This is where the Yankees have struggled mightily. They have gotten runners in scoring position but can't do anything with it. They are 6 for 43 with runners in scoring position over their 5-game losing streak. 1-0 delivery, and Jeter will take that one inside. 2-0.
And Gary, I think that's going to change now that Alex Rodriguez is back. It puts everybody at ease knowing they don't have to provide the thump. Alex will do that. Everybody else can have regular at-bats and not worry about being the big guy. The big guy is back, and he has proven it quickly here tonight.
3-run homer, first pitch seen by A-Rod in this season. 2-0 delivery. Jeter will foul it back into the screen. Guthrie challenging him with a fastball. 2-1.
You know, players are aware of what you're talking about. You know, nobody's coming through in the clutch, and certainly Teixeira's felt the heat from the media and the fans in New York. But now with Alex there, focus will be back on Alex, and the rest of the lineup will kind of relax and fall into their normal routines of driving in runs.
Here's the 2-1 delivery to Jeter. Fooled him on that one. Held on to on the foul tip, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jeter with 13 runs batted in. Ball club has been led with the 20 picked up by Jorge Posada, who is now out, and that's why the loss of Posada not only hurt behind the plate but at the plate. Cabrera off second base, 2-ball 2-strike count. Jeter checks. He went around. He's not going to like that. Bob Davidson calls a swinging strike 3.
Yeah, the home plate umpire Bob Davidson never really hesitated. He had it in his mind that Jeter goes too far, and he did. Bob Davidson points at him and says, yep, you went too far there. And he said, are you sure about that, Bob? Yep, he went too far. Big strikeout.
And had it right. So Johnny Damon will stand in with that runner on at second base. Damon 250 with runners in scoring position. Got on with a walk his first time up. Will foul that one straight back. Damon has walked and struck out an equal number of times now, 14 of each on the season. He has a 4-game hit streak coming into the ball game. Guthrie trying to keep that runner out there at second base. Damon loops it foul. Damon, like A-Rod, hits a lot of home runs against the Orioles. 26 career homers. That's more home runs than he's hit against any other ball club. He'll get his share of homers, but he's not noted for blasting. But he's got 7 of them here already this season. 0-2 from Guthrie. 1-2 up high.
That's a tough one to lay off, but 96 miles an hour upstairs. You can see Damon reminded himself to keep his hands up and swing down on the ball, and then can't possibly get on top of that high fastball with 96.
1-2 count, 2 down. Cabrera, who led it off with a single at second. Damon takes it inside, maybe low. And the pitches continue to pile up. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 42 pitches thrown already by Guthrie. We were only in the second inning. 2-2 delivery on the way and foul back again by Damon.
Well, you hit it right on the head when you said the Yankees make you throw a lot of pitches. They're patient. They spoil good pitches. They force you into mistakes. But the Orioles lineup is just the same. And they're very patient at the plate. They take a lot of pitches. They foul off a lot of tough pitches. And pitchers tonight will certainly have their hands full trying to have quick innings.
2-ball, 2-strike count on Damon as he battles away. Cabrera looking in at second. That's what we're talking about right there. Just wasting pitches.
Yeah, and the key to this for Damon is he can waste good pitches down and he's not chased the high fastball. Generally, you can't protect both areas, and he's laying off the high fastball. That's what Guthrie tried to do earlier in the bat. Elevate the fastball and see if he can't get him to chase.
2-ball, 2-strike count still. The delivery. Ooh. Boy, there have been a couple of very close pitches. Guthrie leaned in. Take a look. Count goes to 3-2. So a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Cabrera, a long stay at second base. And on the 3-2, gloved by Guthrie. Lob toss over will get him. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. A base runner left on. Bottom of the second coming. 3-0 Yankees. No fares, no hidden fees. And by PNC, PNC leading the way. Yankees in for the 3-game set. Adam Eaton will go against Phil Hughes tomorrow, and Koji Urahara and Jabba Chamberlain scheduled for the afternoon game Sunday. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock ball game. Aubrey Huff leads it off, 7 for 28 lifetime off CC Sabathia. Aubrey hitting .274. Takes a strike.
Aubrey Huff last night with Nick Markakis on board, 2 outs, goes deep, hits one on the flag court, his 4th home run of the season. That would give the Orioles a 4-2 lead at that point of the ball game. They would go on to hold that and protect that lead.
Off-speed breaking ball fooling Huff, and that is in there. Sabathia, left-handers hitting only 194 off him, and the right-handers 280. He is throughout his career just strangled the left-handed hitters. 0-2 delivery and got him. Sabathia has not given up an extra base hit to a left-handed batter in 23 starts. 23 starts without an extra base hit by a left-hander. Yikes. Let's check in with Amber.
Well, CC Sabathia got out of that first inning. It could have been a very big inning for the Orioles, but that controversial caught-stealing call against Adam Jones was very helpful to the Yankees, and it was a big break because in the past, the Orioles have gotten after Yankee staff aces very early in the game, and the results have been blowouts. Look at the past 3 times. Gary.
It's taken by A-Rod Wigginton. He's retired. Amber.
As I was saying, look at the last 3 times that the Orioles have faced a Yankees staff ace. Musina twice last year, and then CC Sabathia once earlier in this year. All 3 times the Orioles did not allow the starter to get into the 6th inning, and the result were absolute blowouts. So the Orioles here in the 2nd going to try to get after CC Sabathia. Gary?
And we were just talking about that, Amber, here between innings, Buck.
Yeah, anytime you have a big impact pitcher like CC Sabathia and he gives you an opportunity early in the ballgame, you better take advantage of it, because oftentimes he'll only have 1 or 2 innings where he gives you a chance. And certainly we have seen it time and time again from these types of pitchers. They get their command, they start exploiting the strike zone, the breaking ball comes over, and all of a sudden it's lights out.
Lou Montañez starting in left field, where it looks as though he'll be starting for the immediate future on a regular basis. Had a good ball game last night. Even though he's hitting only 185, he could easily have had a 3-hit ball game last night. Ended up with 1. But hit the ball hard and well. 2-0 delivery from Sabathia. And that is a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, Montañez had the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs, and they got the hit off Jose Majerus, the left-handed reliever. And he had a great night all night. His approach was really solid all night long.
Facing Sabathia for the first time, and he will foul that one right straight back. 2-2.
Take a look at the Montañez at bat from last night. He gets that breaking ball down and in and hits it right on the money and drives home Melvin Moore with the game-winning run. That came with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th to break up a 4-4 tie.
Montañez with a 2-2. The delivery to him is swung on and missed. He chases one away. Sabathia, a couple of strikeouts in the inning, retires the side in order. After 2, the Yankees lead it 3-0. a shortstop in China. Cal went to China, the American Public Diplomacy Envoy on behalf of the U.S. State Department, and that is going to premiere following the ball game tonight right here on MASN, and always great to have Cal join us during the ball game. We get ready to go here. Mike Teixeira will be leading it off and fouls it off against Guthrie. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I wasn't sure whether A-Rod was up or Teixeira was up.
Hey, do you believe that? First pitch, first at bat?
Well, I mean, he has that the ability, the way to put the booze all to rest is to actually do something like that, and he's done it for a while.
Amazing. Tell us about the trip. Had to be a great time.
It was a blast. I was appointed a public envoy by the State Department, so basically I'm spreading goodwill through baseball. But really it is just making friends and playing. So I guess I'm an ambassador of wiffle ball, so to speak, over in China.
That's a great title.
What about the growth of baseball in China? Obviously, they're getting involved, and just pure numbers. If a small percentage of them get involved, it could be another proving ground for great baseball talent.
Well, it's a great sporting culture, and they love their sport very much. They haven't been exposed a lot to baseball, so in many ways we had to start at square one. But there are quite a few kids over there that's played it quite a bit, and when we started to go through our elementary teaching, we quickly realized, hey, they're way past this. Let's move it up to the advanced. And there were some good players over there.
Cal, did you go mostly with school groups? Who are you meeting with? Who are the kids? Where are they from?
Well, first we brought 12 coaches over from China to our complex over here. They ran through our programming. Then they went back over to their areas and invited us in. So we did coaches clinics amongst the coaches that were over there. We did clinics for baseball players that knew baseball. And then we visited schools and did some impromptu clinics around. So we were basically doing 3 clinics a day for about 10 days.
Great. As the crowd cheers, that means Mike Teixeira struck out.
We don't have to watch that.
All we have to do is listen. We know exactly what happened.
And now they're going to boo again because A-Rod's
coming up, so we'll get a little boo.
It's quite a distraction, guys. We're trying to do something up here.
A-Rod with the first pitch seen in his season at a 3 RBI homer off Guthrie to start it. Tell us a bit about the documentary. How much of it, what you went to do, is in there?
Well, I mean, there's a big picture. There is using sport to actually create goodwill. And really, we're creating goodwill from the United States to China. And there's no secret agenda. There's no unwillingness to actually be friends. So it was really easy to do that. But there's also the seeding of baseball and how the culture is. So the documentary kind of walks you through as if you were there. And, they have me doing a Chinese dragon dance. And I guess you don't want to miss that because
apparently not.
I don't cut the rug too well. But as you can tell, it's organized chaos. It's fun. And when you look right here, and some of them were mixed in with very good players. Some had never touched a baseball bat before, but they all enjoyed it. They were very obedient, very organized, very systematic, and they were a pleasure to work with. They really were like sponges, too, when we were trying to teach them.
I bet they were.
That's right up your alley, being organized and systematic like that. You had to be impressed.
Well, for the comparison, I went down to Nicaragua with Dennis Martinez, and that was really, they were so crazy about baseball. As we got a strikeout, that's what's supposed to happen when he comes here.
2 down, 2 Ks.
But in Nicaragua, they were very familiar with baseball and very crazy about baseball. They were so energetic that it was hard to organize them. But in China, they were very easily organized, and we almost had to loosen them up a little bit to have some fun.
Cal, how long before they're ready maybe to compete to try and put something professionally together?
Well, I mean, I think in some ways they're looking for that Yao Ming of the baseball world, so they can actually pull it out and to get all the people in China. But I think the talent base is there, and selectively you can pull guys together and start to learn. But again, you have to have that international competition. You have to have that in order to continue to improve. You have to play against better and better talent. So. My long-winded answer would to say how long, I don't know.
Good answer. What office are you running for next? 2 down and nobody on.
If you want the straight answers, get Billy up here.
No, we'll take it from you. It works. All right, the documentary is going to be on tonight. It's on MASN HD. Immediately following the Yankee game, the shortstop in China premieres tonight. We hope you'll join Cal and company to watch that. We will be. And it ought to be great and a learning lesson about not only about what you did, but where baseball is in China.
Well, BJ Suroff's on it as well.
Yep.
And you see BJ and I in a little bit different light, more relaxed, not so serious as you saw us out in the field. And it's with kids. We all relax a little bit when we're with kids.
Great play by Torres, and that'll do it in the inning. Cal, thank you for coming up. Great to have you with us. And I'm sure you'll be making a few more trips to the State Department.
My pleasure, guys.
All right,
thanks,
fella. Great seeing you.
Good to see you.
Cal Ripken joining us here. We'll be back. Yankees have the 3-0 lead. Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. And by Burger King, who remind you to have it your way. Guthrie gets a couple of strikeouts and good play by his Torres on the line shot by Hideki Matsui. 3-0 lead on the homer. 3 RBI homer by Rodriguez in the first inning. Orioles had a chance to get to Sabathia in the first. Chad Moeller up here. It'll be Moeller, there's Torres, and then Roberts at the top of the order. Chad has become the catcher of choice for Jeremy Guthrie, and doing the work with Guthrie on the mound in this game. Saying before the game, Dave Tremblay, that no, it would not be too soon to say Jeremy Guthrie has a personal catcher. So it's working. Doesn't mean Zahn won't catch him, but for right now, that's the setup. 1-1 delivery on the way. Moeller with a big cut, 1-2.
Yeah, last time out, Chad caught Guthrie in Toronto. He pitched very well. He lost a tough game to Roy Halladay, but you're going to have to give the frontline catcher a day off probably about once a week anyway. So why not match him up with a guy that seems to have a chemistry with and has worked well together.
Sabathia's delivery is inside. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Sabathia, no walks, 2 strikeouts, couple of hits off him so far. Orioles trying to get to the big starter who's got 118 wins, 76 losses in his career. 2-2 delivery. And that is taken inside. The count goes full, 3-2.
Chad took a pretty good pitch right there. That down and in fastball just off the plate inside. And oftentimes when CC Sabathia is around the plate as much as he is tonight, he'll get that call.
3 ball, 2 strike count. Moeller goes after it down the line in right field. Nick Swisher over and has room in foul territory. 1 away here in the third. Sabathia lost in that first outing to the Orioles, giving up the 6 runs, 8 hits over just 4 1/3 innings. It was a ball game in which he did not strike out a batter, which is just unheard of. Was the first Yankee starter not to have a strikeout in an opening day game since 1918. That's a little while ago. Yeah. And Sabathia's had strikeouts in the other starts, the other 5 he's made this year. That one in the air to right center field, going after it, Cabrera, and will get there. There's Torres going after the first pitch, retired, a couple of fly ball outs. Brian Roberts, who had a single his first time up, will stand in against Sabathia. Brian with 4 hits and 19 at-bats against Sabathia in his career. It's Sabathia right now, settling down, throwing some strikes. Bryant trying to get the bat in full swing again, as he has hit just 103 in the last 7 games.
Well, you see what he's done against the Yankees this year, including a hit tonight. 6 for 13, hitting nearly 500 with a double, scored 3 runs, and he's gotten on base over half the time.
0-1 count on him. And Brian will step out and wait. Roberts hitting .281 right-handed and .299 left. Good numbers each way. All 4 homers hit from the other side of the plate, batting left-handed. 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball to Roberts. That will miss. 1-1.
That's what they call that back foot breaking ball, where he'll throw it out over the plate and try to break it down toward that back foot, and it crosses down underneath the plane of the bat. It's a very effective pitch for Sabathia.
Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way. Chased that one. Turnover pitch that was up and moved away. 1-2.
A little bit of a changeup, and it gives you an idea just how effective Sabathia can be. This changeup is 87 miles an hour, but you can see Brian Roberts out in front. The Madison pitch track suggests that was a high changeup, but very effective.
That one hurt. Fouled that one off the foot, and Roberts will take a little hike here on the 1-ball 2-strike count.
This ball down and in, and Brian hits it just off the top of that left foot. And you know, we make light of this all the time, and the fact that it hurts and takes a while to get the feeling back. But last year in Seattle, Adam Jones did a similar thing and ended up with a fractured bone in his foot.
Yep. And plate umpire Bob Davidson giving him time to try and walk this thing off. He'll stand in with a 1-ball 2-strike count and 2 down.
Oftentimes players will wear shin guards to protect this part of your leg. That was high. That was up on the knee. Yeah, it looked like it was off the knee. I saw it bounce on the other replay. I thought it was down around the foot, but it was high off his kneecap.
1-2 delivery on the way. Sabathia misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Oriole top 3 last ball game did not. None of them had a hit. Top 3 hitters. First time this year that has happened. They took care of that in a hurry in this ball game with both Roberts and Jones getting singles. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that's going to be taken outside, and Sabathia takes the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Orioles down 3-0. Big crowd on hand for the first of 3 against the Yankees. Orioles having won 2 out of 3 in the first meeting, kicking the season off. Somewhat ironic, the Orioles will face the Yankees in 2 series here before they ever get to go to New York.
Now, there are a lot of interesting scheduling quirks in this season, including a bunch of 2-game series. We just got through several of those over the past 2 weeks.
3-ball 2-strike count. And Roberts is on. He earned that one. Well, Sabathia surrenders a 2-out walk here in the 3rd inning. That'll give Adam Jones a chance at the plate. He too delivered a single his first time up.
Around the batting cage before the game, I asked Adam Jones about CC Sabathia, and he told me pitch for pitch, every pitch he saw in the first encounter. A couple of fastballs he threw me, and he knew exactly where they were, what he did on them, and he's got a real good ability to remember at bats. And when Terry Crowley gives him something to work with, he has the ability to retain it, and you never really have to go back and talk twice about those things.
And Jones will take the pitch. High strike called. That was a good stare. That's a classic reaction right there.
It sure is. And everybody in this lineup understands CC Sabathia doesn't need any help. And he just looked at it and said, if that's a strike, I'm in trouble.
And that's a strike too, and a whole lot faster. So quickly, Jones is down on the count 0-2. Adam has had 5 hits and 11 at bats against the Yankees so far this season, including the 3 for 3 that he's got going against Sabathia. Ryan Roberts on at first base, 2 down. There goes Roberts. That one down the line in right field. Swisher is over. 3 fly ball outs in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 3 complete. Camden Yards got through back to work in the 4th.
There are plenty of big screen HD TVs to catch all the action on Masson. Plus, each game, the O's All Access pregame show is broadcast live from the bar with Tom Davis and Dave Johnson from 1 hour before the game right up to game time. Don't miss the bar's pregame specials and postgame fun. So this year, stop by the Bud Light Warehouse Bar on Utah Street. Gary?
And Jeremy Guthrie delivers, and Nick Swisher will take it up high for a ball. Swisher, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Cano and Cabrera due up 6, 7, 8 in the order. Guthrie 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, fly ball deep center. Jones back looking. That'll hit off the base of the wall on a hop. Swisher going into second base, and he's got a double to lead off the 4th inning.
9th double of the season, and it's a big leadoff double here in the 4th inning. Nick Swisher has really been a great fit in this Yankee lineup. The switch hitter can play center, he can play right, play first base if needed, and he hits one right at the base of the fence in center field and starts the 4th inning for New York.
Robinson Cano will stand in. Cano grounded out his first time up. Left-handers against Guthrie, hitting .246 this year. The right-handers .304. Leadoff man on. And that one will get the runner moved up. Roberts makes the play. Cano the productive out. Swisher over to third base. Yankees beginning a road trip. A 6-game trip. They'll have 3 in Toronto along with the 3 here. They had a rain-shortened homestand, and when they went 2-5, obviously losing the last 5 at home, because that's the losing streak they come into Camden Yards with. Now the infield's going to move in with Cabrera up. He singled, and the runner is out, interfered with by the third base coach, Robbie Thompson. Robbie Thompson saw a pickoff move coming, and he pushed Swisher back to the bag, and the umpire caught him.
Well, what a good call by the umpire. Tim Sheeta, the veteran umpire, is getting a visit from Joe Girardi. Obviously, the base coaches cannot push an umpire. See him push it. Boy, that was a great shot right there. You could see him push Swisher back, and Sheeta picked up on it. You pushed him back, and he called it out. That was a good call by an umpire, and Robbie Thompson was just talking to Swisher, and then his normal reaction was just to push his shoulder to get back to the bag.
And there is a base hit. Cabrera follows it up. We have had some strange plays already in this ball game. You will maybe never see this again in your lifetime in a baseball game.
Watch Robbie Thompson. You can see him pushed him back, and actually Tim Sheeta said you pushed him back toward the bag, and Nick Swisher said, no, I'm not out. He didn't tag me. But
didn't have to.
No, but it was a normal reaction. The coach had his hand on his shoulder. He was just talking to him about the drawn in infield. And when he saw the pickoff, he just kind of shoved him back, and he got caught.
Good heads-up play by both Guthrie and Mora, because Swisher was acting as though there was a timeout. And there wasn't. They were just waiting for the next batter and chatting and got caught. So 2 down, runner on at first base. Cervelli will foul that one back. Francisco Cervelli, who's doing the catching, had to sacrifice his first time up.
You know, how many times have we talked about players just standing on the bag? If you want to get some information, the coach can come over to you and tell you what he wants to while you're on the bag. But Swisher was well off the bag and talking to the coach.
It was amazing. 0-1 delivery. Cervelli's going to take it, and he's got a base hit into center field. His first major league hit. Throw will come all the way through to Mora. So Cervelli is on with a single. It's bottom part of the order. Cabrera's 2 for 2. Cervelli's 1 for 1. And there are a couple more on here with 2 down. Don't miss your chance to meet with Orioles rookie pitcher Brad Bergeson tomorrow. Chick-fil-A. It'll be at the Lansdowne location. Brad will be on hand 11 a.m. to noon, signing autographs, meeting with fans. You can get info on community appearances by going to OriolesReach.com. Tomorrow, 11 to noon, Lansdowne Chick-fil-A.
Get out and meet one of the real personalities of this ball club, a young pitcher off to a great start in his major league career, and he's a special young man. And you'll enjoy meeting him if you get out there to the Chick-fil-A.
Here is Jeter. 2 down, runners on at first and second base. Jeter has grounded out and struck out. And Jeter takes a strike on the inside corner. So the Yankees threatening again here. the all-time hit list as Jeter continues to move up. How would you feel if you had hit past Bernie Williams, Mickey Mantle, and Babe Ruth in hits?
Unbelievable. I mean, it's
feel good about that?
Yeah, what he's done. It's been unbelievable how he's maintained a high level of excellence.
Nick Markakis reaches up and hauls it in. Jeter retired, no runs despite 3 hits in the inning. 2 are left on. Yankees lead it 3-0. Bank looking forward. Phil Hughes and Adam Eaton.
Phil Hughes, 22 years old, and he has been called up to take over for Chen-Meng Wong in the number 2 spot in this rotation. Just because they want to leave the rotation intact, they don't move him around, so he's going to match up against the Orioles' Adam Eaton.
In this one, Jeremy Guthrie and CC Sabathia matched up on this Friday night. Nick Markakis will be leading it off for the Orioles as Markakis flied out to left field, his first time up. Orioles have been limited to the first 2 hitters in the ball game picking up singles and a 2-out walk to Robertson the third. The only base runners against Sabathia so far. Bottom of the 4th inning. Take a look at our Firestone League leaderboard. Firestone, a tradition of innovation.
Longest hit streaks this year. Robbie Cano, 18 games. Nick Markakis, 17 games. Victor Martinez is back. Catcher for the Indians, had an injury plagued season a year ago. And how about Mike Roll? He's had a 13-game hit streak.
Nick Markakis, 2 for 6. Lifetime off CC Sabathia, trying to get it started here for the O's and break the rhythm that Sabathia seemingly has gotten into here. Sabathia gets 68% of leadoff batters. Good solid number for a starter. That one in the air to left field. Damon with a run over towards the line. He'll put it away in fair territory. Markakis out, 1 away.
Sabathia's done a good job of keeping the ball down and away from Nick Markakis, and he has hit 2 fly balls to left field.
Sabathia's got the groove going right now. Even though his record's 1-3, opponents are only hitting 262 off him, so his hits per inning is 1 per inning. 15 walks in 39 innings. I mean, all numbers that are doable to win games. Melvin Moore takes the pitch down low. Moore grounded out his first time up. Orioles provide a real test when playing here at Camden Yards so far. They're hitting .287 at home, averaging 5 runs a ball game. 1-0 delivery. That one right back to the mound. Sabathia snags it. Moore is retired, 2 away.
Sabathia last year had a slow start as well. He was 1-5 after 6 starts. That was for Cleveland prior to his trade to the Milwaukee Brewers. And boy, in the second half, he picked it up. His Cleveland totals, he was 6-8. Got traded to Milwaukee and got a real boost when he got in that pennant race. And he went on to pitch very well for Milwaukee, going 11-2.
had a great finish, and as a result, a 7-year deal worth $2 gazillion. Here's Aubrey Huff, and Huff will take that one down the left side. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, 4th inning. Huff trying to figure out a way to become the first guy in 23 starts to get an extra base hit against CC Sabathia when batting left-handed. Oh, 1 delivery to Huff, and that will tail away. 1-1. Sabathia's pitched well here at Camden Yards. This is going to be his 6th career start here. He is 3-1 in 5 starts with a 3.94 ERA. 1-1 delivery on the way to Huff. Ground ball towards the hole. That'll be cut off by Teixeira. He takes it to the bag. And Sabathia continues in charge as he retires the side in order. Yankees on the A-Rod homer still lead at 3-0. Nothing lead. Jeremy Guthrie will face Johnny Damon, Teixeira, and then A-Rod. And the pitch is taken for a strike. A little bit of baseball history, Oriole-wise. 1966 on this date at Memorial. Frank Robinson hit the first ball ever to be driven entirely out of the stadium. Was estimated to have gone 541 feet. He hit that ball against Louis Tion on this date in 1966.
Yeah, and if you remember Memorial Stadium, the grandstands were such that it sloped away from the field and it had a high back wall, and you had to hit it completely over the grandstands, and it was a momentous blast.
Aubrey Huff returns the favor on Teixeira as Damon is retired. That's how the last inning ended. The ground ball to first. And here comes Mark Teixeira. Drew Watkins scored in front of A-Rod's homer and struck out his last time up. 0 for 3 against Guthrie. Stays off it. 196 average. 20 walks. He has drawn walks. 4 doubles, 5 home runs. Teixeira will take that one up high as well, and the count goes to 2-0. Started the day 5th in walks in the American League. Guthrie trying to hold the fort, give the offense a chance to get back into it. Foul tip. If the Orioles can get into the Yankee bullpen, all heck can break loose, because the Yankee bullpen is really struggling.
Yeah, they sure are. They've pitched a lot. They're not pitching that well. Even Mariano Rivera gave up back-to-back home runs in the Tampa Bay series.
Mariano Rivera had never had that happen to him before. The first time he'd given up back-to-back home runs ever. He'd given up 2 home runs in an inning before, about 10 years ago, but never back-to-back.
Yeah, Carlos Pena, Evan Longoria tandem as tough as any lefty-righty combination in all of baseball. And that's who took him deep back to back.
His velocity, he said, was down. 2-2 delivery and strike 3 called. Guthrie gets his 5th K.
Well, what a comeback at bat as he has struck out twice now. It starts out with a high fastball, ball 1. Going back to the fastball, missed upstairs, ball 2. Here he throws a changeup, gets a swing and a miss, comes back and throws a good fastball. He popped it up, and then the changeup dies down and away, catches the outside corner.
A-Rod riding an incredible comeback on the first pitch seen in the first game he's played this season. He hit a 3-run homer in the first inning off Jeremy Guthrie. The Yankees had used 3 other players at third base with no home runs. They did not have a homer from a third baseman. A-Rod comes back, and the first pitch he gets one. Cody Ransom, Angel Baroja, and Ramiro Pena in 28 games had taken care of third base in A-Rod's absence, hitting only .202 combined. And I thought it was interesting before the game that A-Rod said, when he was asked, "Are you ready?" he hesitated and said, "There's no time for extra rehab games. I'm not sure about sliding. I'm not sure about how I'm going to field. I've got to get back into the game." But it was very clear, if time had permitted, he would like to have played a little longer in rehab, but time didn't permit it. He just had to come back.
Yeah, man, you look at the Yankees situation. They're 2 games under 500 at this point, 5.5 games back of Toronto, and they just couldn't afford it. Joe Girardi wasn't getting any production, and now with Posada out of the lineup on the disabled list, Xavier Nady out of the lineup, we forget about his presence in the bat and how he's been gone for an extended period of time.
And Molina, the backup catcher, 2-2 delivery, and got him. Guthrie dealing. He has struck out Teixeira and Rodriguez both twice in a 1-2-3 inning. O's will look to get the bats going, trailing it 3-0. Have you on board on this Friday. 3-0 lead gained in the first inning, and the A-Rod homer. 3-6-0 Yankees, 0-2-0 as Sabathia's walked 1 and struck out 2. Ty Wigginton will lead it off, and a strike taken.
Ty Wigginton had a big at bat in last night's game as he got a base hit with 2 strikes in that pivotal 8th inning. Set up Lou Montanez for his game-winning base hit, and he was down 0-2 when he came through.
Nasty pitch down and away, and a big cut on it, 0-2. If you're a right-handed batter trying to power that ball, good luck.
Isn't it interesting how the changeup has really become a very prominent pitch, even for power pitchers like BJ or CC Sabathia? It has down and away movement, and you have great arm action.
Pops that one up, Jeter. Wigginton is retired, one away. Online voting, the All-Star Game, Major League Baseball. Do it now at Orioles.com, and you can vote orange and save green. Vote for your favorite birds. You could receive a free upper reserve seat to any non-prime game after the break. Vote early and often. For complete details, visit Orioles.com/vote orange.
Obviously, there are three legitimate candidates in my mind, and Brian Roberts, Adam Jones, and Nick Markakis. In fact, Kenny Singleton, the great Yankee broadcaster, in a chat with Rick Dempsey earlier in the day, said he feels that Markakis should be an all-star this season. Obviously, if it continues at its pace, you would expect that to happen.
Yep. I always urge baseball fans, be honest to the game. Vote for the best players for the position.
Yep.
Lou Montañez struck out his first time up. 0-1 count, one down. That one looped to right field. It's going to stay up. Swisher. 2 down.
Well, he did a good job of getting underneath that so the lights didn't cause more problems. He had a bead on it, and he's pointing to that bank of lights high above the third base dugout, but he got down low so he could look over the top of those lights and get the ball up against the dark sky.
Chad Moeller flied out to right field his first time up. 2 down, nobody on. And a slow roller. That'll be a foul ball. The Yankees, while they may be struggling at 13 and 15, do come in second in home runs only to Texas. So they have used the long ball. Both of these pitching staffs have surrendered homers. The Orioles have given up the most, and the Yankees have surrendered the second most home runs this season. So the long ball has been a factor for both teams, positively and negatively. Joe Girardi doing a little teaching.
I believe it's Ramiro Pena, the young third baseman infielder that has filled in at times at third base for Alex Rodriguez.
Moeller will take the pitch, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 2 down, nobody on. Chad Moeller. Orioles really being throttled here by CC Sabathia so far in this ball game. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike, 1 and 2. He's kept the hitters off balance. Does not look like a 1 and 3 pitcher in this game.
No, not at all. And you know, it was just a matter of time that CC Sabathia would get it rolling, and it looks like he's gotten everything together here tonight. Lots of time left, though, and a good offense that he's dealing with.
1-2 delivery, swung on and missed. Another 1-2-3 inning and his third strikeout. Today, baseball lost one of its great friends and players. Dom DiMaggio passed away. Joe DiMaggio's brother. He was 92 years old. 11 years with the Red Sox. A .290
It says Alex Rodriguez, you can't script this. First pitch of the season with 2 aboard in the first inning, he goes deep. And you can see the reception he gets in the dugout. But after that, Jeremy Guthrie settled in. Made some good pitches all night long. He struck out Mark Teixeira twice. Got Alex Rodriguez twice. He has 5 strikeouts on the night.
And we go with Guthrie facing Hideki Matsui, who is singled and lined up.
The game summary. We play here in the top of the 6th. That 3-run home run is stood up as A-Rod goes deep in his first at bat. Brian Roberts had a single. Had 2 hits in the first inning against Sabathia, but they couldn't cash in.
2-0 delivery on the way, and Matsui will take that one for a strike. The Yankees trying to improve their mark against the East. They are 2-10 against Eastern opponents, with the Red Sox having thumped them a couple of times already. So the Orioles actually have a better record against the East right now than the Yankees do, as the Orioles are 5-10, while the Yankees are 3-10 against Eastern Division teams. Toronto still leading Boston by a game, 5.5 ahead of Tampa Bay. Swung on and missed Hideki Matsui on a pitch that really busted away from him. That's 7 strikeouts, 3 in a row for Guthrie.
Yeah, Guthrie really has settled in very effectively, as again that changeup going down and away. A good swing and a miss pitch, and he has had that corner down and away to lefties all night long.
Guthrie with 7 strikeouts in the ball game. His career high is 10. Had it against Washington in May back in 07. Another one gets foul back and out of play. Nick Swisher. Swisher has doubled and struck out and been involved in a play that will be seen a billion times within the next 24 hours on all of your cable outlets. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Ground ball down to first. He was on at third base talking to the coach. Guthrie threw over to pick him off, and the coach shoved him back to the bag, and the umpire called him out for coach's interference.
Yeah, coaches can't touch runners during the course of play. I mean, they can come over, and obviously you can talk to them, put your hand on their shoulder, but there was a play being made, and Robbie Thompson's reaction, he had his hand on Swisher's shoulder, just kind of pushed him back, and it cost him.
And that is taken inside. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Tim Cheetah, the man who made the call on this.
And Cheetah immediately made the call that the coach had pushed him, and there's the out signal of Nick Swisher.
That's the first one I've ever seen. I've never seen a coach's call. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that'll be foul back.
Not in that fashion where there's a pickoff attempt at third base. Oftentimes you'll see a coach throw up a stop sign when there's a real important run or something, and he'll get caught touching a player. But you know, you just can't help a player around the bases, basically.
Yep. 1-2 count on Swisher, hitting at 272, and we'll take it up high. Swisher 292 right-handed and 258 from this side of the plate. 7 home runs, 4 hit left-handed. He has been an important part early on for what the Yankees have been able to do, as they've needed some help from folks, and he's been one of them. 2-2 delivery, and he's gone. And Guthrie now has 8 strikeouts, 4 in a row.
Well, we mentioned we thought the arm strength was coming around, and boy, he makes a good pitch here. That's the changeup on the inside corner. Look at the grip on the baseball. That takes the velocity away. He spreads his fingers out, kind of smothers the ball in his hand, and the arm action is fastball arm action, but the velocity is about 9 miles slower than his fastball.
His season high had been 5 strikeouts against the Red Sox. Obviously a new season high here now with 8. 2 down, nobody on. Cano. Off-speed pitch is taken outside for a ball. Robinson Cano has grounded out twice. Hitting now at 314. And even though he's hitting 314, he's been in a little bit of a funk after a great start. Hitting 314 is absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially when Cano is coming off a disappointing season last year where the bat just never got going.
Yeah, he was 5 for 30 on the homestand. That's a 167 average, and that's why it averages around 300.
Pitch is taken for a strike, 2-1. Orioles are going to have to make a comeback bid in the ball game, with both pitchers taking charge after the first inning. Guthrie, the 2 walks that scored ahead of A-Rod. Orioles had a couple of hits in the first, but that one down the line, that is going to be a base hit. Montañez chasing into the corner. And on his way to second base, Robinson Cano's got a 2-out double. Oriole fans, when it comes to tickets, you deserve Major League service. So go to StubHub, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Orioles. The upcoming schedule. Right back here tomorrow night. And then Sunday afternoon for this one. Orioles will have Monday off, and then Tampa Bay will be in for 2 games. Another 2-game stand against the Rays, and then off to Kansas City for 4.
Haven't we played Tampa Bay all the time the last couple of weeks?
They're the only team in the division besides the Yankees.
They've been here twice now, and it's interesting how they're starting to play well. Tampa Bay.
Talk about clumping games together.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Pretty amazing. And as they say, it's not so much who's on the schedule, it's when you catch them on the schedule.
Yeah, that's for sure, especially in this division.
How are they playing at the time? Kranitz has got to head out now. 98 pitches thrown by Guthrie. Don't know if it's about this particular batter, Cabrera, or something he saw.
Well, I think it has to do with Melky Cabrera, because he has been red hot. They got a base open after the 2-out double to Cano, and they've got Francisco Cervelli, a right-handed batter, on deck. Obviously, you don't want to fall much further behind CC Sabathia. Cervelli had his first major league hit in his last at bat. He's had a sacrifice bunt and a base hit, but Melky Cabrera, a switch hitter batting left-handed, presents a much more experienced challenge for Jeremy Guthrie here with 2 outs.
And he is 7 for 14 off Guthrie, 500 average. That would bring a pitching coach out. 1-0 count. Cano at second base, 2 down. And taken down low. 2-0 Cabrera, upping his average now to 352, making his 12th start in center field for the Yankees. 2-0 delivery to him, floated away, and they certainly are pitching around him here.
Yeah, and if he wants to chase something off the plate, and Jeremy has been so good with his ability to make that down and away pitch to lefties, they're going to just try to see if he won't chase something off the plate away.
2-1 delivery. This is down low. Not chasing, and the count will go to 3-1 on Cabrera. 2 walks have been issued, both in that first inning. Damon and Teixeira, who both scored. And he goes after one, center field, Jones. And on a 3-1, Cabrera is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. A base runner left on. Beautiful night in Baltimore.
fired Bob Melvin. Also in New York, Yankee prospect Adam Kennedy has been diagnosed with an aneurysm under his right armpit. He will undergo surgery on Tuesday. And for those of you who haven't heard the big Orioles news today, Ryan Freel was dealt to the Cubs in exchange for Joey Gathright. Gathright will be on the 40-man roster, not the 25-man roster. He signed a minor league deal with the Orioles today. Gary, Buck.
All right, Amber, thank you very much. As the season rolls along and the injuries happen and teams don't win, managers get fired and players get moved. Cesar Torres will lead it off against Sabathia and takes the pitch outside for a ball as Torres flied out to center field. He has a 3-game hit streak coming into this ball game. The Orioles need to get it started. Third in the American League against left-handed pitching, hitting .458 for his Torres. He shows bunt. A-Rod moves in a little, takes it for a strike.
Yeah. Yeah, the interesting thing about this Torres is the fact that many people have often toyed with the idea of him scrapping left-handed hitting. He has done a nice job as a right-handed hitter, but he might not have the same success when he has to hit against a right-handed pitcher.
Or that pitch by CC Sabathia. That's the one Buck was talking about earlier that eats up the right-handers. It has that tremendous down and in movement. It looks like it's going to be over the middle part of the plate and ends up just barely in the strike zone around your ankles. 1-2 delivery, then comes back with a fastball. Misses inside with it. 2-2. Orioles scorecard very clean. 2 singles in the first, a walk to Roberts in the third. That's it. Orioles have stranded a couple. They've only gotten 1 runner to third base, where Roberts was stranded in the first inning. As Torres to short, Jeter. 1 down. Enter now at Orioles.com to win the Oriole Park Fireworks Night VIP Experience Sweepstakes. One lucky winner is going to get 4 VIP tickets. Orioles Tigers play. It's Friday, May 29, the first fireworks night. Plus, you'll get VIP parking, passes to watch batting practice on the field. And you can enter by going to Orioles.com today. So enter and sign in, please. Here's Brian Roberts. Roberts has singled and drawn a walk in the ball game. The only walk surrendered by Sabathia in the game.
And Sabathia now has retired 8 straight Orioles. That's from the Reacher course. It was Brian Roberts when he worked the walk from Sabathia with 2 outs in the third.
3 runs, 7 hits for the Yankees. No runs, 2 hits for the O's. 5 left on by the Yankees and 2 by the Orioles. Sabathia will miss down low with it. Jones and then Markakis due up. Well, Sabathia so far doing a number in an Orioles offense that has been pretty darn good. He has just been better so far in the game, and his pitch count is only 66. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Roberts towards short. Jeter. 2 down.
Sabathia's dealing right now, as you mentioned, just 67 pitches. That fastball was 95 miles an hour. An effortless delivery. And that's what makes him so effective. Not only is a big guy, 6'7", but he throws downhill very effectively. And this smooth delivery really lulls you to sleep at the plate, and then the ball explodes out of his hand.
Yeah, this is the CC Sabathia that the Yankees went out and acquired for games, at least so far, that would look like this. Here's Adam Jones. 2 down, bases empty. He'll take the pitch for a strike. Jones and Nick Markakis due up next. Still continue to lead in combined runs by teammates this year. McCrory in the bullpen getting ready. Here's the 0-1 delivery and fouled away, and Jones behind on the count 0-2. He did get the single in the first inning, flied out to right, and in both cases Sabathia got ahead of him on the count, and he's done it again.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, we talked about getting to CC Sabathia in that first inning. The first 2 batters reached. Nick Markakis flied to left field, a double steal attempt, and Adam Jones was thrown out at second, so the first 2 hits didn't really have an impact. Looked like the Orioles were going to continue their early season trend of scoring in the first inning, but Sabathia Had Melvin Moore to strain Brian Roberts at third to end that Orioles threat, and there hasn't been much of a threat since.
Key in the ball game to me, Buck, is that throw out of Jones at second base.
Yeah.
On the double steal. If that doesn't happen, the Orioles have two in scoring position and nobody out. And instead ended up with Roberts at third base. Here's the 0-2 delivery on the way, and I think he went. That's that pitch again. Jones is retired. 4 strikeouts for Sabathia in the ball game. He retires the side in order, and he's done that for the last 3 innings. RBI homer. An unbelievable beginning for the Yankees in the first. There's the Jones out that took away from a potential first inning. There's the pickoff, resulting in the interference call on the coach and the out of Swisher at third base. It has been that kind of a game. Just kind of lulled along, and then all of a sudden things would go wham, then lull along and wham again, and right now it's a 3-0 Yankees lead.
Yeah, it's been a good ball game, and now Jeremy Guthrie has given way to the bullpen, and Bob McCrory will come in to pitch here. He last pitched on Tuesday against Tampa Bay. Pitched an inning in a third. Gave up a hit, had a strikeout.
So the bullpen of the Orioles goes to work. Try and keep this right where it is as we go to the 7th inning in game 1 of this 3-game set. Right back here tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, rather. 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night. Sorry. 7 o'clock. Then Sunday afternoon at 1:30. Francisco Cervelli leading it off. If you looked at that name, and the question was, what team did he play for in the World Baseball Classic? What would you guess?
Italy.
Sir, you have just won 5 free tickets to the original forum.
And he is from Venezuela.
Thank you.
That's what's interesting about it. Francisco Cervelli. He's a real good catch and throw guy. Obviously, he's having a heck of a night tonight, teaming up with CC Sabathia. This is his first start of the season. He got into a game, came into the game defensively in the 5th inning.
And he comes on and walks the first batter faced. Amber.
Gary, little clarification from news and notes around the league earlier. It is Yankees prospect Ian Kennedy that will undergo surgery for an aneurysm they found under his armpit. He will undergo that surgery on Tuesday. And other news, the Oakland A's have acquired Adam Kennedy from the Tampa Bay Rays. Gary?
The names get straightened out there.
Yeah, and it's tough. You see that, Adam and Ian Kennedy, and you see transactions, and we wish Ian Kennedy all the best. That's a tough injury for pitchers, and oftentimes they get numbness and they'll detect some sort of circulation problem.
A strike on the outside corner. Derek Jeter's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Jeter hitting .268. Yankees tried to add to it. He's checking down at third with Robbie Thompson to see whether or not hit and run might be on. Cervelli on at first base. Jeter first among all active players in hits and runs against the Orioles. Fouls that one off over by the Orioles dugout. Any runs added on here obviously become real important.
Well, they sure do. And Rob McCrory, if you've not seen McCrory pitch in the past, he's got a big time arm. That last pitch that Jeter was so late on was 97 miles an hour, and there's a lot of movement on that fastball. He's got a fastball and a slider that are two great pitches.
Jeter will take it down low. 1 ball, 2 strike count. A lifetime .307 average against the O's. This is the 206th game that he has played against the Orioles. 206 games and a .307 average. Taken inside for a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, he came up in 96 every day, and he had a little cup of coffee in 95, and he has been a fixture at shortstop for the Yankees ever since, and that's why he has so many games against the Orioles. What a hitter, a .315 career hitter.
He's got a chance at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he sure does, especially the fact that he won so many times. They won 4 World Series.
2-2 delivery on a jam pitch. Fouls it away. The count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jeter. For he got 3 runs, 7 hits over 6 innings. The Orioles starter walked 2 and struck out a season high 8. He could be the loser, cannot be the winner in the ball game. Had the win against the Yankees earlier. McCrory on to try and hold the Yankees down now in the 7th inning. Throw over will get Cervelli back to the bag. Orioles bullpen has done well of late. Last 4 games, 3-0 mark and a save and a 1.64 ERA. Jammed him hard. Moore's going to have to hustle this one and gets him. Slow roller right over the bag. Cervelli will move down to second base, 1 away.
Well, I'll tell you what, McCrory was deep in Jeter's kitchen all throughout that at bat. He could barely fight him off, and this time he makes contact. It's a tough play for Melvin Moore to get an idea on Exmo. Ball's going to stay on the grass. He gloves it and then makes the transfer very quickly, just about a foot inside the foul line, and throws Derek Jeter out.
Good play by Melvin. Runner at second base. And here is Johnny Damon. He has walked, scored, and grounded out twice. McCrory the look back as Torres will help hold the runner. And the pitch will be a strike on the inside corner. So Damon looking for the RBI. Johnny Damon coming in 250 with runners in scoring position. Big run with the Yankees leading 3-0, and we are in the 7th inning. The Yankees have this season had 1 shutout against an opponent. The Orioles have not been shut out. 1 ball, 1 strike count. And plenty of time for the O's to get back into the ball game if the score stays as it is. The 1-1 to Damon. That's going to be up high.
The only thing that's really keeping Bob McCrory back is his inconsistency. You see how that front foot lands a little bit open, and that really robs him of his consistency. He's got a tremendous arm, and they're trying to get him to finish more toward the bat.
Way up high. And a 3-ball, 1 strike count on Damon with Mark Teixeira waiting on deck. Damon has also had great numbers against the Orioles, a .301 lifetime hitter. 104 RBIs in 182 games. Damon takes that to the corner. It is a foul ball. Ball girl will get an academic scholarship to the college of her choice. Obviously smart, because she saw that coming and immediately got out of the way.
Wise decision.
I want no part of that screamer.
I'll take slow grounders. Thank you very much.
Off the tarp. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Damon 1 down. Down to third, and he's got a base hit. It will drive in a run. Damon's going to go to second. Here's the throw, and not in time. An RBI double And a 4-0 lead for the Yankees.
3 walks have come in to score tonight, and they walk to the number 9 batter. Francisco Cervelli proves costly. Johnny Damon keeps it just inside the bag at third down the left field line, and Cervelli scores. Damon and Teixeira walked in the first ahead of Alex Rodriguez's home run, and Johnny Damon cashes in the other walk here in the 7th.
20 RBIs for Damon. Now Teixeira, he fouls it off. Mick Kelleher, first base coach, had to get under that one. Now you're looking, there's Kelleher is shaking his head looking down the line. Now the Yankees are looking for that you can't tie us up in a grand slam run. With Damon out at second base and only 1 away. Teixeira has struck out twice. Outside to him, 1-1.
Trying to go with the changeup again, and Teixeira has been out in front of the Guthrie changeup all night long. He struck out in the 5th inning on a changeup.
He hasn't hit at all from this side of the plate. 162 compared to 318 right-handed. Yet 4 of the 5 home runs that he's hit have been hit left-handed. So home runs this way, average from the other side.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, he has been a notoriously slow starter. And, you know, the only problem with that in New York is everything is magnified in New York, and nobody cares about what he's done in the past. They're just saying, hey, this guy's got a hit for us.
1-2 delivery on the way, and got him again. McCrory had him leaning and came back inside. A-Rod coming up.
First at bat of the season, Alex Rodriguez squares up on, look where it is on the barrel of the bat, and he extends and hits a 3-run home run. After that, it's been a little bit of a nightmare. He fishes for a pitch down in the dirt. That's the first strikeout for him in the 3rd inning. And there he gets caught with an inside fastball from Jeremy Guthrie in the 5th inning.
Obviously, the big story tonight with A-Rod coming back after missing 28 games, and he added to it with a homer. Takes a strike, runner at second. All of the New York television stations on hand to do live reports on every move that he made prior to the ball game. 2 down, runner at second base. A run added here in the top half of the 7th inning. That pitch will miss inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rodriguez last year 271 with runners in scoring position, but as we showed you earlier, has led the Yankees in home runs and RBIs for each of the last 4 years. 1-1, chased a heater and couldn't catch up to it. 1-2.
Now McCrory, when we talk about what a great fastball he has, what a big arm he has, and Johnny Damon just got one down the left field line inside the bag to pick up that insurance run. An RBI double for Damon, his 20th RBI of the season.
1-2, the delivery to him. A-Rod got jammed, hits it to short as Torres up, running throw, and will get the out. Yankees, though, will get the RBI double by Damon and extend their lead. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Please drink responsibly. Back here with Buck Martinez, I'm Gary Thorne. CC Sabathia, the Yankee starter, still out there. How do you get to him now?
Well, I tell you what, he's thrown all of his pitches very effectively all night long. He's had a very good changeup, much like Jeremy Guthrie, and it's something you don't really see him master that frequently. 2 hits, and they both came to the first two Orioles batters in the first inning. After that, he shut down the hitters completely. The breaking ball has been very good to the inside part of the plate. The slider down and in, and then goes away with the changeup and elevates the fastball. He's had it all working tonight.
May have to try and, when you get to the bottom part of the order, maybe try and bunt on. Obviously, what Markakis, you can tell by that pitch, is going to try and take. As Dave Tremblay said before the start of the ball game, the number one thing we want to do is make him throw a lot of pitches, get deep in the counts. Haven't been able to do that.
Only 72 pitches to this point in the ball game, and I think that's exactly what CC wanted to do, is make sure he was economical. This is a red-hot hitting Orioles ball club, especially at the top of the order, and I think he understood. Once he got past that jam in the first inning, he got benefit of a close call at second base on the Adam Jones caught stealing, but after that, he's taken command of this lineup and said, you know what, I've got my A game tonight.
So the Orioles want to get it started right now. Nick Markakis leading it off here. You kind of chip away a little bit. You've got time to do that with the 3 innings worth of hitting left to do. That is taken outside. Markakis up and does work him a bit to start it out. Nick will take a leadoff walk here, because drilling one out of the ballpark, while it would be nice with nobody on, you like to get on, let somebody else do that, like Melvin Mora. A 3-0 count. Taken all the way in there for a strike. Sabathia's only walk came to Brian Roberts. That was back in the 3rd inning of the game. He's retired the side in order in the last 3 innings. 3-1 delivery to Markakis and forced him to go after it. He takes it deep to center field. Cabrera's back and has room to put it away. 400 feet away.
Well, CC Sabathia has really been in command. 2 hits in the first 2 batters he's faced. Then he gets Aubrey help on a slider. Montanez chases the changeup. Breaking ball gets Chad Moeller. Another breaking ball hits some. Another strikeout. Adam Jones, that was his 4th strikeout in the 6th inning, and he's only allowed the 2 hits. Brian Roberts, Adam Jones to start the game, and after that he has been lights out. He is now retired 11 straight.
And Melvin Mora has grounded out to A-Rod twice. This one is going to be foul back. Strike 1.
As hitters, when you see a pitcher like Sabathia throwing so many strikes, there's no reason to go up there and take pitches. He's around the plate. You just have to make up your mind which pitch you'd like to hit. Look for a fastball, get it early in the count, turn it loose.
Here's the 0-1 delivery on the way. And not even close on that one. Mora looks out like, how could you throw that?
Yeah, he took something off that breaking ball, and Melvin was fooled by the break and also by the lack of velocity.
Dominating pitcher CC Sabathia so far, and we're in the 7th. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Melvin Mora just gets enough to foul that off. Again, was out in front of it, and will hold the count at 2 strikes. Sabathia's got the .608 winning percentage. That is the 11th highest among left-handers since 1950. And he does have the big numbers win-wise season after season, despite, as Buck talked about, the slow starts that he has. 0-2 pitch on the way. More another chopper, and this one's going to roll foul as well.
Now, this is a real battle when you're in tough against CC Sabathia. You've got to really grind and focus. You want to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive to counteract his 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And just when you gear up for the fastball, he throws that slow breaking ball or the changeup.
0-2 count. And that's up high with the fastball. 1-2. Sometimes his catcher Savelli returns the ball back to the mound almost as hard as it comes in from Sabathia. Savelli jumps up. He's a very energetic guy. The Yankees were saying before the game, he's a fun guy to be around. He's very energetic and loose and hopping around behind the plate. Ground ball to second base. Jammed him. Cano the play, 2 down.
Now let's take a look at Melvin Moore batting. This is in the first inning against CC Sabathia. He gets jammed down around the label, hits a ground ball. Exmo shows you where contact is. This one's on the end of the bat. That's the tapper back to the mound. That came in the 4th inning, and then finally this at bat right here with 2 strikes. You see how he's trying to stay inside the ball, but it's an inside fastball. It hits him right down around the handle, and he hits a dribbler to the second baseman.
So Sabathia continues to dominate. 2 away here in the 7th inning. Aubrey Huff has struck out and grounded out, and Huff will take the pitch away for a ball. Aubrey is now 7 for 30. Lifetime off Sabathia. Two down, nobody on. Huff thought about it. It's in there for a strike, 1-1.
You know, every once in a while you get in against a guy, and I don't care how hot you've been. We talked about Huff's home run last night. I mean, he started that breaking ball right at Aubrey's shoulder. And you've got to give way, and then the break takes it right over the heart of the strike zone.
Here's the 1-1 delivery to Huff. In the air to center. "13 in a row retired by CC Sabathia." Cabrera puts that one away. 7 complete and a 4-0 Yankee lead. and 7 hits over 6 innings, couple of walks and a season high 8 strikeouts, but could be the loser in this ball game as Sabathia is shutting out the O's so far. Hideki Matsui will take the pitch down low. Time to text in your vote. AT&T player of the game can be Sabathia, looking for a complete game maybe. A-Rod with a home run first pitch saw in the ball game, and Guthrie, who left with the numbers that we just told you about. Text in your vote. A, B, or C, 51862. Hideki Matsui. Matsui had a single in the first. He is lined out and struck out. McCrory on in relief. Surrendered 1 run in the 7th inning on a hit, that leadoff walk that got him in trouble. 2-1 strike count. Matsui will be followed by Swisher and Cano, and he fouls that one away.
You can see how many of the Yankee hitters are late on Bob McCrory. He just needs to in better command of his pitches. Matsui was late on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He'll throw 97, 98, and he's got late movement on his fastball as well.
Hideki Matsui has picked it up after a slow start for the Yankees. His bat coming around. He'll be in that DH role probably for the entire season. Would not be surprising if he did not play in the field at all. He started out just 4 for 27, but since then he has gone at a 350 clip. Towards second base, Brian Roberts. Good pitch by McCrory. Roberts will make the play. And there's one away. The Orioles invite all Little League players and coaches to sign up for Little League Day coming up on Sunday, May 31. Pre-registered Little Leaguers will parade around the warning track here at Camden Yards before the 1:35 game against the Tigers. So sign up your team, contact the Orioles 888-848-BIRD or go to Orioles.com. Some of the kids on hand.
It's always a great day. All the Little Leaguers to wear their uniforms, parade around the warning track, and the Oriole players have a tradition of coming out to the dugout and shaking hands, slapping high fives with the Little Leaguers. It's a great time.
In the air by Nick Swisher. Antonez. He's got it. Swisher is retired, and there are 2 away. A pitcher-dominated ball game. And the Yankees on top, out hitting the Orioles 8-2 and leading it by a score of 4-0. Yankees trying to get out of that 5-game losing streak that they are in. The Orioles are trying to win 3 in a row for the first time. Dave Tremblay's team putting a 2-game win streak together for the 4th time, but no 3-game streak yet. 2 down. Robinson Cano will take it for a strike. Cano a double and 2 strikeouts. McCrory with the 0-1. A miss outside with that one. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Ground ball up the middle, over the bag, and that will be an infield hit. Is Torres able to knock it down? But Swisher's going to get a single, or Cano rather, and he's got a couple of hits, 2 for 4 in the ball game. Comes to 2 down here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, again another example of a hard throwing pitcher falling off to the foul line side, first base foul line, and just took himself right out of the play, and that's his delivery. That ball went right over the mound.
Yep. Looked like it might even hit second base. That'll be hit number 9. Cabrera, he's got 2 hits, 2 singles, and he's flied out. Step off by McCrory. Cabrera increasing his average to .347 with the 2 hits that he has picked up in the ball game tonight. And that is down low for a ball. 36,926. The announced attendance tonight for the first Yankee game. The only weekend series the Yankees will be playing here in Baltimore. 1-0 count, 2 away. Rifled, foul.
Another pitch inside that the Yankee hitters have to fight off. And they haven't really had too many great swings against Bob McCrory. But again, he will spin off that front foot and spin his way over toward the first base foul line, and that really keeps him from really pounding the strike zone. Good pitch. But he took something off that pitch.
Couldn't hold back on it, and a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
No, he didn't take anything off of it. It was 96, but what happened was the movement really created a funky approach from Milky Cabrera.
Runner at first base, 2 down. And the 1-2 delivery on the way. That pitch will be up high. Orioles against the left-hander CC Sabathia tonight. They are 3 wins, 4 losses against left-handed starters so far this year. They've hit about 15 points higher against right-handers on the season than lefties. Sabathia is going to hurt that number tonight. Look out. Right onto the screen in his own dugout. He'll take a little what for from the Yankees, who are standing up in the railing.
Hitting out that way.
A-Rod saying out there. Over there.
Isn't it something that those screens in front of the dugouts are something relatively new in baseball? And boy, you get those hot shots in there rattling around in those concrete dugouts, and you'll get a lot of guys to scatter.
Runner goes. Roberts. And that will retire the side. Cabrera retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Bottom of the 8th coming. 4-0 Yankees.
and from the bird.
Finger licking good.
Yeah. See the Buck Martinez autograph right there on the bill of his head?
There you go.
Yeah. Visitors. We had visitors in the booth. That's cool.
They are roaring on. And the Orioles batting in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ty Wigginton is popped out and grounded out. Designated hitter for the Orioles. Now 4 for 16 with a home run lifetime off Sabathia. The Orioles need some base runners, trailing 4-0. He just keeps dealing strikes. He's been throwing that first pitch across to hitters all night long. Montañez and then Chad Moeller to follow here in the 8th inning. In the air, shallow right, second baseman Cano. He's got it. Wigginton retired, one away.
Still 95 miles an hour here in the 8th inning. A lot of people always look at CC Sabathia and say, man, he's too big. He can't stand the wear and tear, the rigors of pitching. But his delivery is so sound and his mechanics are so good. There is no exceptional stress put on his body. I mean, he is a force. You talk about the epitome of a big #1 ace pitcher. This is it right here.
He's dominated in this game, and Montañez will take the pitch out on the corner for a strike. He has struck out and flied out. Adam Eaton makes the start for the Orioles tomorrow night. 1-3 against Phil Hughes. 1-1. 0-1 delivery. 7:05 first pitch tomorrow night. Chris Ray in the bullpen for the O's. Series Sunday afternoon game. Koji Uehara 2-3 against Jabba Chamberlain, who is 1-1. That one grounded to A-Rod. Gets it there in time, and there are 2 down. Montañez retired. A-Rod said he wasn't sure whether he'd play back-to-back days or not. Said we'll wait and see how I feel after the ball game tonight. I have a feeling if it stays this way, he's going to be feeling pretty good, and he'll be right back in the lineup tomorrow night.
Yeah, we don't really know how his body is going to react. He had surgery on the hip. He has been away from the ball club, rehabbing and playing games and extended spring training down in their Tampa Bay minor league complex. And you know what, no matter what, and you've seen this in spring training, a player can come into spring training and be in phenomenal shape, but you play those first few games, boy, and you're sore all over.
Yep. And he said it feels like spring training to me right now. 1-0 count. Chad Moeller trying to get it going. Down to third and foul. Cracked the bat on that one. For one of the only times in his baseball career, Derek Jeter may actually have been wrong yesterday. I'm going to mark that one down. Jeter was asked about the return of A-Rod, and he said, well, you know, he's not a savior.
One swing of the bat, and he may have saved this game.
A 1-ball, 1-strike count, 2 away. Swung on and foul tipped. And the count goes to 1-2 on Chad Moeller.
But I think what the captain was trying to say is, hey, don't put everything on Alex's shoulders. He's coming back. He's going to have some bad at bats. And in fact, it was just one swing of the bat tonight. Other than that, he had 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
And he himself said, I'm not a savior.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2-strike count, 2 away. And got him. So Sabathia is strong now as he was when he started the ball game. Sets the side down in order again. Yankees up. Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. Part of the big crowd on hand on this early summer type evening. Beautiful night and a 4-0 lead. Gary Thorne with Buck Martinez and Amber Theo-Harris here at Camden Yards. And Chris Ray will come out of the bullpen to take over for McCrory.
Yeah, Chris Ray needs to get some work in here and try to refine his pitches. He pitched in last night's game. Came in and worked 2/3 of an inning. Gave up a base hit to the first batter he faced. Then he threw the ball away at first base and allowed Denard Span to get to second. He would eventually score on a Joe Mauer base hit. And then after getting Morneau to pop up, he was lifted in favor of Jamie Walker.
Down the line, Cervelli's foul ball will put the count at 1 strike. Cervelli's played a role, getting a walk in the 7th, scoring in the RBI double the Buck was talking about by Damon. Chris Ray with the 0-1 delivery to the Yankee catcher, and that is a strike, saying he went around. 0-2. Top of the order, Jeter and Damon due up. Ray has appeared against the Yankees 19 times now. He has a record of a win, 4 losses, and 4 saves. He appeared in the first series in a couple of games, worked an inning and a third, and is charged with 4 runs on 5 hits against the Yankees. It's in here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Cervelli fouls that one back.
Chris Ray is still a little bit up in the zone in his pitches, and even that breaking ball is a little flat. He needs to get a little more tilt to it, and that's what he's been working hard on. Going some extra side sessions, trying to get his point so his pitches will have more of a downward tilt, both the fastball and the breaking ball.
And got him looking. Cervelli a strikeout victim. Ray gets a K on the first man that he faces. MLB.com's At Bat 2009 for the iPhone and iPod Touch puts live baseball at your fingertips. You can follow the Orioles in real time, play-by-play game day, plus real-time box scores, video highlights, and new this year, At Bat includes MLB.com game day audio, so you can listen to every game. It's for your iPhone or iPod Touch to download. Keep up with the O's all season long. Derek Jeter. 1 down, nobody on. Jeter's had an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Derek now 266 on the season. Orioles will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the order in the bottom half of the 9th inning. And that is taken for a strike. Ray getting it in and keeping it down. 1-1 on Jeter.
Yeah, much better location there as he got that breaking ball down and away to the Yankee shortstop.
Derek Jeter 8 for 26 against the O's this year. Good pitch, slider away, and he wasn't going to touch it. 1-2.
Now that's exactly where you want to throw that slider. It's the strike to ball slider. It starts out in the strike zone and breaks down and away from Derek Jeter, and he got no chance.
So the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Ray will take that one up high, and it will go to 2-2 on Jeter. Two-two shot to center field. Jones started in, backs up in a hurry, and makes the catch.
Well, Adam does a great job of reading this ball. Initial step, watch him at the top of your screen. He turned and made a little jab step in, but the ball took off on him. He got so much speed, he was able to close ground on it and make a running catch going away from the infield.
Good play to haul that one in. 2 down. Damon with a walk in the first inning, a double and an RBI in the 7th. Big part of the ball game. Johnny Damon getting on. He and Teixeira drew the walks in the first. A-Rod hit the first pitch for a home run. And then the other run added in the 7th inning on a leadoff walk to Cervelli, and the RBI by Johnny Damon with a double. 1-1 delivery. Broken back ground ball to Roberts. Makes the play, gets the out, in 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the bottom half of the ninth as Torres, followed by the top of the order in Brian Roberts and Adam Jones. Sabathia is going to come out here and try and have a complete game shutout. He has 10 of those in his career, the last one coming August 31st of last year against the Pirates in a one-hit ball game. He's got a two-hitter going here.
Yeah, and that game could have been a no-hitter. There was a ruling error or a scoring error by the scorekeeper, and CC after the game says, it wasn't a big deal. I'll get another one somewhere down the road. He was all about the wins from Milwaukee as he went 11-2. He had 5 shutouts in 2008.
So the Orioles looking to be shut out for the first time this year, and the Yankees trying to pick up their second shutout. And the pitch is down low as Torres leading it off. He has flied out, grounded out. 16 in a row have been retired by Sabathia. The last base runner was in the 3rd inning in a walk to Brian Roberts. Nobody since. As Torres takes a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
96th pitch of the game here in the 9th inning for CC Sabathia.
That is a phenomenal performance. 1 ball, 1 strike count. That one up the middle, and there's the base hit. So the Orioles get the leadoff man on, ending that streak at 16 in a row for Sabathia. Let's update you on the voting for the AT&T Player of the Game. You can still text in your vote to A, B, or C 51862. Sabathia's got the lead right now. A-Rod with a homer. Guthrie, who went to 6, giving up 3 on 7. Text it in 51862. Results on O's Extra on the postgame show. Orioles get their 3rd hit of the ball game. Here's Brian Roberts. So the meat of the order will get a shot at it here. Roberts a single, 1 for 2 and a walk. Taking for a strike. And the 1 for 2 tonight, he's 4 for 20 lifetime off Sabathia.
Yeah, Sabathia, he'll have a lot of guys like that in an extended amount of at-bats, just shutting them down.
As Torres at first base. 0-1 to Roberts, lifted in the air to left. Damon. Jeter. Base hit. I don't know what Johnny Damon was thinking, but he stopped to watch Jeter.
Yeah, he knew he had no chance to make a play, so he figured he'd let Derek Jeter take a big run at it. But Johnny Damon's first move in left field was back. He saw the big swing of Brian Roberts. He goes back, and once he does that, he has no chance. And then he figured, you know what, Derek's the only one that's got a chance, and he just peeled off and let Jeter have a lot of room. You can see Damon, he knows he can't get to it. Jeter's the only one that had a chance, and that was a real long shot, but back-to-back hits here.
So Sabathia will be talked to here. There's been no action in the Yankee bullpen, obviously, for the entire game. with Sabathia dominating. Now there are 2 on. The Orioles are 1 more runner to getting the potential tying run to the plate.
And Sabathia is left-handed, obviously, with Markakis, Moore, and Huff. That's the stretch that he's probably still thinking he might have to face Aubrey Huff.
Shows bunt, takes it inside for a ball. Jones delivered a single in the first inning, 1 for 3. Is Torres at second, Roberts at first. 4 hits now for the O's and the 36,000 plus with a chance to make some noise. Jones, a strike on the outside corner to him, 1-1.
He's had that good changeup all night long. I mean, it shows you just exactly how good he has been when he's in the 9th inning. Falls behind the ball and no strikes and throws a changeup to get back in the count.
Checking the runner at second, 1-1. Swung on and missed, stayed outside that time a little harder. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Sabathia has had Adam guessing all night, inside, outside. Here's the 1-2 delivered. Adam Jones goes down swinging, and that's the one.
With first and second, nobody out. Adam takes the first pitch, shows bunt, gets the breaking ball inside. There's the changeup, finds the outside corner, 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. And then that breaking ball down and in. Take a look at Exmo as it slows the bat down and shows you he's way out in front, fooled by the lack of velocity in that breaking ball to the back foot of the hitter. Big strikeout for Sabathia.
What a pitch. 6 strikeouts for him. Now Nick Markakis, he has flied out 3 times in the ball game, hitting .308 off left-handers. Nick will take it outside for a ball. Melvin Mora will wait on deck. Only 1 down, 2 on. Orioles trying to do it all at once here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Markakis, a couple of hits in 8 at-bats, lifetime off CC Sabathia. 1-0 delivered. Notice the knob on that bat Nick Markakis has. Most power hitters nowadays have that really slender handle, and they like to get at least the pinky down below the bottom of the bat. Nick has got an enormous bottom of that bat to keep his hands up and all of his fingers on the bat.
Yeah, it's an enlarged knob on the bat, and then he tapes it to make it even a little bit thicker.
Outside.
And then what happens is your palm of your hand goes up against it and really gives you a lot of leverage. But you're right, there was a fad where some guys would even have the bottom 2 fingers off that knob of the bat and just hold it in the bottom hand. But that's not what Nick likes. He likes to have his entire hand on that bottom handle of the bat.
They boned the bottom of that bat until they got that rubbed almost the same size as the bottom handle. Here's the 2-1 delivery on the way. That one hit hard, but it is going foul.
In his last at bat, Nick hit a ball to center field and took Melky Cabrera right to the warning track in center. And he had a pretty good pass at that last pitch inside.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count. Yankees have a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the 9th inning. Sabathia trying for a complete game. Right now, a complete game shutout. Yankees have only now started warm-up action in the bullpen. Timeout taken. Markakis will back out. Mariano Rivera is up in the bullpen.
They had a day off after 2 days in a row against Tampa Bay.
Here's the 2-2 delivery. Markakis on an off-speed pitch. 7 strikeouts, 2 down in the 9th.
Sabathia has done a masterful job of mixing his pitches tonight. He has had many of the Oriole hitters in between. Looking fastball, swinging breaking ball, can't stay back. Slow breaking ball. Again, Markakis out in front. Watch how this ball passes He is way out in front, fooled by the break there, and he has been masterful in his ability to mix his pitches tonight.
So Melvin Mora with 2 on and 2 down. Orioles with just the final out to work with. He's 0 for 3. Mora takes it down low for a ball. He has grounded out twice to third, once to second. 4-0 Yankee lead. CC Sabathia after his 11th career complete game shutout. And the 1-0 delivery. That is a strike taken. Mora thought it was up high. 1-1.
It's a frustrating night for hitters that gets compounded when you think that you're having balls called strikes against you. But in all honesty, Sabathia has done most of the frustrating.
He has been on it. As Torres and Roberts on the bases are running, Mora will foul it off. Count is now 1-2 with 2 down. And here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled off. Just able to get enough. Another off-speed delivery. Cervelli will jog out to have a word with Sabathia.
Now you've got to give Cervelli an awful lot of credit tonight, as well as he has worked quickly, given his signs in a timely fashion to keep CC Sabathia in rhythm. And this is his first start of the season here tonight, and he's done a good job keeping Sabathia in flow.
Moore trying to keep it alive for the O's. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Set up outside. Struck him out. This one is in the books. Sabathia, a complete game, 4-hit shutout